So we've been watching a show called On the Box and following a ministry called Living Waters with Ray Comfort and Emil Zwane and Mark Spence. And you have learned from watching these shows how to share the gospel, and we even ordered tracts from them. And today you went out, and what happened as you went up? There was a Taco Bell.
Yeah,
What happened there?
I just got back. We kind of went up to an area. There's a bunch of stores. There's Big Lots and a Taco Bell, just a bunch of like a big square on the map of different stores. Me and my brother Levi, we went up there with a backpack full of tracts, and there was this man sitting. He was at Taco Bell. He went outside for a smoke, and he was on a break from his work. So I came up to him and I asked, "Sir, may I ask you a question?" He said, "Sure." And I said, if you were to die today, would you go to heaven? And he said, "Yeah, probably." And I said, "Why?" And he said, well, like he couldn't really think of an answer. And I said, "Well, how about this? Are you a good person?" He said, "Oh yeah, definitely." And I said, "Why would you say that?" And he said, "Because, I try to go about things the right way, and I go to church, I read my Bible." And I said, "Okay, that's good. Well, do you think you fall, that you're a good person by God's standards?" He's like, "Yeah, probably." "Okay, well, here are God's standards, the 10 Commandments. Have you ever heard of them?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, how about we take a look at them, okay?" He's like, "Okay." So I said, "Have you ever told a lie?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Have you ever stolen something?" He said, "Yes. I used to steal all the time." And I said, "Have you ever used God's name in vain?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, well, Jesus said, "Whoever looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart." And I said, "Have you ever looked at a girl with lust?" He said, "Yeah, definitely, all the time." And I said, "Okay, well, that's just 4 of the 10 Commandments, and you've already broken them all. So, how do you think God will let you into heaven? Because God says that you can't go into heaven if you've broken these commandments." And he said, "I don't know. That's a pretty good question." And I said, "Well, here's what you gotta do. So picture it like this. Say you've committed a crime, and you go and you're in court, and the judge is about to condemn you for doing whatever crime you did, like steal money or something." And he said, "Okay." And the judge is about to condemn you to go to jail. And a person comes up and says, "I'll go to jail for him because I like this man, so I'm going to go to jail for him." He said, "Okay." And so that's how I told him to picture it. And he says, "Okay." And he said, "So all you have to, that's what Jesus did for you. He said, he paid your price. He died on the cross so that you wouldn't have to pay the punishment, so that you could go to heaven. And now that he died on the cross for you, all you have to do is believe that he died on the cross and ask him to forgive you of all of your sins, and you will be saved."
And did you ask him if he had a Bible?
I did.
And what did he say?
He said he didn't, but I told him you could get one pretty cheap.
Yeah.
If you just go to like a Christian bookstore or something, like, and he said, "Okay, maybe." All of this is very enlightening. He literally said that, which was really cool. And
So what do you think he's going to do later? Think about it? And
yeah, I don't know. And he asked me, "How old are you?" And I said, 11. And he's like, "Wow, that's crazy that an 11-year-old would be saying this to me." And I'm like, and I admitted I'm scared to death to him. I told him that. He got a good laugh out of that.
yeah.
So
Well, I'm glad you
that's
went
it.
and did that. That was exciting, and hopefully he'll think on what you said and give his life to Christ.
Yes.
so that he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
And he works up at that Taco Bell, so I'm going to go check in on him tomorrow.
Excellent. I think that'd be great. Well, thanks for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Okay.